Alright guys, I'm back and I'm picking up where I left off last time. I made two portals. In this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a camera to my character. I think we did, we've probably already did this in class, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on our video series online so you guys can have reference to it if you guys fall behind or you forget how to do it or whatever. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go to my character. So I'm going to hide all this stuff. Here's my character Bob, and you'll see right now he is not his own scene. He is stuck on this level forever until I make it where he can go to a different location or a different scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like I did with the spring or the portal. I'm going to save him as his own scene. So you'll see that the difference is this little director's cut symbol. So I'm going to right click on my character New Bob and I'm going to say save branch as a scene. Now I'm going to put this in my scenes folder. So this is my character. I could even make a folder and call it characters or whatever, but I'm just going to leave it. This is going to be my new Bob right here. He's in the main scene folder. So now I have Bob and he is his own character. I'm going to go to his scene and you'll notice he is in the same spot he was in the world. And if you paid attention on the last couple of videos, whenever I make a new scene for an object, I always put it at the very starting location at 0, 0. That's a good practice to have. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So click on New Bob, go to Transform, and change this to 0, 0, just like that. Now your character Bob is right in the center of the screen. So if you want to get to him, he's right there. Oops. Now, I'm going to do a little maintenance on my character here. This guy needs some help. He's got a collision box that is way larger than it needs to be, so I'm going to fix my collision box. So this is an area that we added to our character, and this is the collision shape. So you'll see I have two there. I'm going to go ahead and hide the area for now, and I'm going to work on the collision shape first. So if you click that little eyeball, you can hide things. So I'm hiding the area, and I'm working on his collision shape. So I'm coming over here, and I'm going to put a new shape. I'm going to do a capsule, and I'm just going to make the shape fit my character. And how I do that is I can either grab these and stretch them to what I think looks right for my character, get it in the right position, or you can come over here and click on the shape and it'll give you some numbers that you can move around. It's personal preference which one you'd like to do. I'm just gonna move mine around. There we go, that's fine. And I don't know, that's pretty good. Now the reason you want to use a capsule shape is a capsule works a little bit better for a platforming game because then your character can slip off of edges and it's not such like a giant box or whatever. Now this radius right here, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to pick a better number. I'm going to do 19 and then I'm going to do 18 and you're going to see why here. Okay, so that I got it where I wanted and then I rounded the numbers off is basically what I did. Now I'm going to go back to my area and I'm going to pick the same numbers and the same shape for my area to keep them on top of each other because you can see right there the area is really big and the collision shape is not that big. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to change this to a capsule shape, and I think it was 1819. I don't know. Let's go back and look. It was 1918, so then we're going to do 1918. And those shapes should be the same. The only difference is going to be where they're located. So I'll look at the transform here. Yeah, this one is moved down a little bit. I'm going to do 2.5 and I'm going to do 0. That's probably fine. So 0 and 2.5 for this, and then I'm going to do 0 and 2.5 if I can type it in here. And now they are the exact same size and they are on top of each other. Alright, I kind of just noticed that and wanted to fix it. So now my character has a better collision shape that makes more sense. Now, on to the issue of adding the camera. I'm going to click on New Bob here, and I'm going to add a camera 2D. There it is. And for my camera 2D, I need to activate this camera, because if you'll zoom out, when you don't have the camera, if I remove it, there's no square around it. You just use this square that kind of follows your character around the world. When you add a camera to the scene, you're going to see that it gives a box around the outside right here like this. That is the field of view. Now, if you do not turn the field of view on for your character, then it is going to default to the standard viewport, which is this one. So you need to turn this on. So if you add a camera, you can turn it on by just clicking right here. So you just turn it on to current. So now this camera is on. I'm going to save this, Control S. Then I'll go back to this world, and you'll notice my character is now in the top corner. And it is safe to move your character. You can grab your character and you can put him at the starting location. And when you play your game now, you'll see that you have a camera that will now follow your character around the map, and it opens your game up to being made larger and giving you more space. And we still got some bugs to work out, like our coin counter is not following our character around. It's stuck in that weird location, so it looks kind of weird, but I can adventure into different areas now. Alright, now there's a couple things I would like to fix. My camera is kind of like stuck in the center. It looks fine, but I want to adjust it a little bit. So we're going to make some changes. So go to New Bob over here, his scene, where you have your camera, and we're going to turn on smoothing, and we found that smoothing of 1 was pretty good. So click on your camera, come over here to smoothing and enable that, and then save it. So Control S saves your game. Go back to the world and play your game again and see how the camera reacts a little bit differently now. Your character can move to the side, and then the camera kind of catches up to him. So he's not always dead center of the screen. If you want your game to be directly on your character, then don't turn on the smoothing, but I like this. And I'd also like to see a little bit more of my game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my New Bob, and I'm going to check out the zoom feature here. Now, if you make this zoom feature, if you change the numbers here, like if I did 2, you'll see that box that was around my character get larger. And then if you play the world, you will see more of the world, and that's what it would look like if your world was larger. Now, maybe you like this view, maybe you don't. I'm going to go ahead and go with 1.25, like so. And my world is going to look like this. I like that, and I like that smoothness. And now I can mess around here. That looks pretty good. Now, for the last part of this video, I'm going to go ahead and make a room and put a teleporter in that room real quick. I'm going to do it real quick. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on floor, and I'm just going to draw myself a little bit more area like this. So I'm making a little place that a normal character, or like that Bob would not normally be able to get to. So right now he has pretty much free roam to jump around anywhere that he can reach, but he has no real way to get inside of this room. And inside here I can put some grass, and I could put, oh, that's not, ooh, yuck. Don't need that many flowers. Sorry, some of my some of my versions of this has an auto tiler. It looks like the online version does not, but that's okay. And I can add some trees. Then I can put in some stuff here. Dang, this thing is not working with me. And like maybe this part of the map could be somewhere where he gets a special item. I don't know. And the item could be sitting right there. And he could come into this room and jump up there and get something new. Now, or maybe it's like right there on the ground. I don't know. So I'm going to put a teleporter, this teleporter. So I'm going to go and I'm going to grab this teleporter. Oops, I don't want to be on this anymore. Click on this teleporter, and I'm going to move. Look at that, I put a piece of grass there. I could put this teleporter here, or maybe here. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to remove that piece of grass I decided to put there. Alright, so now, if the character jumps in this portal, I need him to get put back outside in the regular world. But if he jumps into this portal, it can take him into that room. So how I would do that is I'd click portal 2, and I'd have to put it at like this location, which is somewhere like 600 on the X. And then if I look over here on this side, it's somewhere around 400. I don't know. Now over here, it's at 2,000 on the X and about 1,000 on the Y. So I'm going to click on my other portal, and that's 1,000 on the Y, maybe 950, and 2,000 on the X. Now, how did I know that? I'm looking at this bar up here at the top, and I can see that. Or I could also like click on this object and then look at the transform, and I can see it's around 2,200. There's probably some other ways to figure out exactly what spot that you're at. I don't really know it off the top of my head. But now if I play my game, I can run around, and if I jump into this portal, ooh, I must have changed them in reverse. 900, or did I not save it? Oh, I didn't save it, I guess. So this one needs to be 2,000. And this one also needs to be 950. Let's save it this time. Why is that going back? X of 2,000. Yeah, it's for whatever reason it's resetting it back. Maybe I need to close my game and reopen it. Why isn't this fun? Sometimes you run into problems, and I was just gonna do that really quick to show you what y'all could do, but if I can't even get it working real quick, then that's annoying. There it goes. It's saved at that time. So it's just one of those little things, you know, computers like to be annoying. You can do it right the whole time, and sometimes it just won't work. You just gotta work with it, man. So there we go. It warped us all the way over here into this new area. Now there's ways to make it where the portal warps you immediately. Oh, look at that. I can't jump that high. So I would need to add a spring over here. So then let's grab this spring. You can also turn on your snapping. Put this spring here so he can get out. Let's try that. So there are ways to make it where your character, the camera just warps to a different location, instead of actually like getting moved like that. But that stuff we'll work on later. So there we go. We can go into the portal. It'll take us to this new area. Maybe I would give my character a new power-up or something. I don't know. Alright, our game is coming together. And I hope you guys have fun with this. I will see you guys in the next one.